So what I'm doing here is we have the first 5 notes of the blues scale. I always encourage everybody to get this shape down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very simple. And you practice literally playing all the notes at the same time to get your hand in this shape. So as you learn it in all keys, you'll be able to literally just put your hand over the notes, and you know you have those 5 notes that are going to sound great. So first you go on what I call automatic pilot. You just get used to going up and down. Or maybe from the top. Ba-da-da-da-dum, 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 ba-da-da-da-bum. Now I'll show you a simple lick. Here we go. 2, 3, and 4. And boom, da, ba, da, 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 boom, da, boom. Maybe rest. 3, 4, or 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Boom, da, ba, da, da, boom, da, 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 boom, da, da, boom, da, 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 boom. So you have millions of combinations you can do with just that. Now I'm going to show you another idea, and I have to turn this down. It's too loud in my ears. And I would like for somebody to tell me how the balance is. Is the piano too loud compared to the backing track? So here we go. So boom da ba da 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 boom da 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 boom da ba da boom da 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 boom da da boom. So I'm just experimenting with this. Ba da boom da. Because I have my hand over this shape, it gives me lots of possibilities, right? So we'll just mix it up a little bit. Boom bum da 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 boom bum da 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 boom da ba da da boom da ba da da boom da ba da 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 boom ba da boom da ba da 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 boom. Let me do that again. Boom da ba da da boom da ba da da boom da ba da 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 boom. Again. Boom da ba da da boom da ba da da boom da ba da 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 da. Do the first part. Boom da ba da 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 boom da boom da ba da 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 boom da boom ba da boom da ba da da boom ba da boom da ba da da. All right, here we go. The next thing we're going to do is this idea. So let's go over our blues scale real quick. All right, how do you figure out what the blues scale? First of all, you need to know your major scale, right? So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. But you think in terms of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you learn about building scales, you have to know formulas. So major scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I like the fingering 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is 1 flat 3 of the scale for the blues. So when I say flat, you lower it by half step. So 1 flat 3 4 of the C major scale, sharp 4. That means to raise it by a half step. So you have this 1 flat 3 4 sharp 4 and 5. Now, if you're a beginner, again, I want you guys to get in this shape so that each finger can do its own thing, whatever you decide, whatever you sing. And I do like for people to sing out loud. Boom da boom da 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 boom da. That's the first lick we did. Now you can also do this. Listen, boom ba da 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 da, and I went down to the what's called the flat 7 of the C major scale. So C D E F G A B, but I'm going to flat it, meaning lower it by a half step. And I did boom da ba da. I did boom ba da 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 ba dum. So let's just say if we're going to either do that idea, boom da ba da da, the first idea, da da boom da, or we're going to do boom ba, boom ba da 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 ba da, or we're going to do automatic pilot. Okay, let's just do one of those three options. I promise you this is going to make sense. So here we go. Maybe rest, 3, 4, and 1, 2 again. Notice my hand is in the shape, 2 and 3. There's the flat 7 of the scale. Again, 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now here's the other idea. Boom ba da 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 da, boo da da. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Boo da 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 da, boo da da. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Boo da 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 da, boo da da. 2 and 3 and da 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 da. Boom da ba da da da, boo da da da. Now let's do the whole scale. So the fingering 1, 2, 3, 4, thumb under for B, G, B flat, and C. So from a C scale to get a full blues scale, you do 1 of a C scale, flat 3 of a C scale, 4 of a C scale, sharp 4, 5, and D flat 7 of a C major scale, and then the C. So what I like people to do is after you get this idea of this shape, then you want to play the whole blues scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, thumb under, and then you can use 2, 3 if you want right there, or 3, 4. The main thing is to get back into the shape, you need to make sure you have finger 4 on F sharp, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm going to do now is I'm either going to play the scale going up or going down, and I'm just going to do those other two ideas. We did boom da ba da da, boom da ba da 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 boom da, or we did this boom ba da 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 boom da, and I'll use the scale to kind of connect my ideas. Here we go, 2 and 3 and 4. Boom da ba da da. Sorry, I did that wrong. Boom da ba da 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 boom da, boom da ba da 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 boom da. Okay, I'm gonna rest. Here we go. 2 and 3. Boom da ba da da, be da 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 boom, and I did dee da 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 boom da ba da 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 boom da da. There's my flat 7, that B flat, right? So go boom da ba da 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 boom da da, be da 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 boom da ba da da, be da boom da da boom. All these are just blues scale notes, right? Now, getting to that F sharp, I'm just doing 4, 3, 2, 1, and notice that the fingers are hovering over the notes. Ba da da boom, ba da da boom, boom da, ba da da boom, ba da da boom, da 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 da. If you play something that sounds good, your simple tip would be to play it again, right? Wear it out. And that's kind of why we're focusing on just 2 or 3 ideas. But I am going to show you guys some really cool tips. So just hang in there. Boom. Make sure you subscribe. If you're watching this, or you, I'm assuming whoever was watching this has already been subscribed to this channel. But this is an old channel. My main channel is iMusic Academy. And it has, I don't know, it doesn't really matter how many people we have, 12,000 something. But I want to bring this channel back to put a lot of various instruments and simple jazz improvisation and blues improvisation. And let me stop there for a second. And backing tracks and things like that. So I have tons of backing tracks that I've created, and I want to put these up. But I have to get to at least 1,000 subscribers in order to monetize on this channel. And monetization is important because you know, every little bit helps. But I didn't want to crowd my iMusic Academy channel with playing saxophone and trumpet and guitar and different things on this channel. But my hope is that we take these simple concepts and then you can start to use these in all keys, be able to play pretty much anything in all keys. That's the goal, okay? So make sure you subscribe, say hello in the comments, and here we go. Let's go back to getting to work. I'm going to start this backing track over, which, by the way, I think I created a C major backing track, no piano, for like 55 minutes. I think I need to upload that here. What do you guys think? All right, here we go. So let's try that again. I can't hear the backing track. Hold on a second. There you go. Scale. So maybe you want to mess around. You get your hand over with the shape and you go da 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 bum, or da 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 bum, da 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 da. I want you guys to sing along with this stuff, because it doesn't matter where you are right now on singing along with this stuff. It doesn't matter if you think you're a good singer or a bad singer. It's really important to be able to sing along with what you play, because I think you'll find that you can really express yourself. You'll start to really think or get the music that's inside of you out. So here, let's do the scale. Just let it settle. And that's pentatonic. What's the difference in a blues scale and a pentatonic scale? Just one note. You leave out the F sharp. So you have this, and I did, or that's the blues. So you want to hear the difference between or that's pentatonic. So it doesn't have that F sharp in there. Listen. What did I do right there? I did the C, the G, ba da da, tritone, so F sharp, da da da, and I went to the flat 7, which is B flat. Da 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 da. All right, let me do the first idea. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Boom da ba da da. Second idea. Now do just the scale. 2, 3, 4. How about this? 4. Dum. 2 and 3 and 4. I like the sound of that. You have so the tritone, so F sharp, or all right, about to show you some really cool things, guys, so pay attention. Pay attention. Okay, so if you're on C and you go down 3 half steps, you're on A now. Okay, now the cool thing about this is I can use the first, this is the A blues scale, and all I'm going to use is the first 4 notes of the A blues scale. Now the reason I know how to play an A blues scale is because I know the A major scale. So just like we learned this scale, in A major, it's a different set of notes, but I know my A major scale. And what I'm going to do is 1, flat 3, 4, sharp 4, or flat 5, and then my 5th note, my flat 7, my 1. But the main thing is I want you to focus on is the first 4 notes of the blues scale. So you have A, C, D, and E flat. Now this is a really, really important thing because it doesn't matter what key you're in. Let's say you're in, well, we'll just stay in C, but C, and you go down 3 half steps. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're at A. We're going to do the first 4 notes of the A blues scale, just like we did in the key of C. We did this shape. And the cool thing about this is you can actually use in a C blues, you can use the C blues scale or you can use the A blues scale. I'm going to demonstrate that. And remember that I'm getting into this shape now. Listen. Let me go back to the other one. Let me do that again. I just did those 2 shapes. Now just do the blues scale only. And 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, I'll do the first idea that we did today. Boom da ba da 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 boom da boom. And remember, you're gonna wear this stuff out, right? Doesn't matter what instrument you're on. But if you're on piano, you're gonna get it in this shape and just let it breathe a little. Boom da ba da 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 boom da boom. Now we're gonna do the second idea. Goes C to F sharp. Boom da 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 boom da. We're just gonna wear that lick out. 2 and 3 and 4. Boom da 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 boom da down. Let it breathe. 2, 1. First idea. Boom da ba da 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 boom da boom. And I have this shape down, right? Scale. Ba 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 da da boom bum 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 bum. You're gonna sing along with your ideas. Okay, here we go. Da 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 boom da. How about the scale? Ba ba da 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 boom. Again. A boom da ba da 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 boom da. Dee da da da. Dee da 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 da. Now what did I do there? This is where it starts to get fun, and I am going to show you. Let me stop this for a second. I'm going to show you guys some easy left-hand voicings, and I'm going to show you an Oscar Peterson simple lick that everybody can do, and then I will show you one other pattern, and then I'll sign off for right now. But I am doing a live stream at iMusic Academy today for we're doing this crazy blues training for simple blues, but I think it's 1 p.m. Central, so it's coming up. And anyway, we're just going to focus on simple blues patterns, but that's for another thing. But here's what we're going to do. When we're playing this blues scale, when I just showed you how to play the blues scale with the fingering and everything, that once you play the blues scale and you go up again, you can start it over and play blues scales all the way up. So this C blues scale can go up and you can keep playing it. But what I did is I played, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1 again as the blues scale repeats, but then it goes up to the 1 and flat third again, just like you did down here. And what I just did is I played the blues scale, and then I stopped up here, I went up to the E flat. So this is such a nice sound. Dee da dee da da bo da da dee da dee. So I could play be da 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 bo da da da, or da 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 da. But look at this shape where I'm in right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 are my fingers, and I don't only have to think about it. I can put my hand right on the keys and it's already in that shape. So once again, we had this shape for C. We had the A blues scale, first 4 notes. Oh, and now we have another shape, this G, B flat, C, E flat, okay? Now, I'm going to start it over, and I'm just going to use the first lick, the second lick, the first 4 notes of the blues, the first 5 notes of the C blues scale, or the first 4 notes of the A blues scale, or the scale. I know it sounds like a lot, I'm adding to a lot, but just go back and watch the video again if you need to. And then the last thing is we're going to add this right here, which is the this other shape of the top notes of the blues scale. So you have the 5th of a C scale, the flat 7 of a C scale, the root, and the minor third, which having that minor third on top has a really cool bluesy sound. So here we go. I'll just let you hear what this sounds like on top, right? So again. All right, first idea. Here we go. Let it breathe. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. All right, first 4 notes of the A scale. Whoever's watching, if you guys could tell me if the instrument, the voice, and the track are kind of balanced, or if one is too loud. So notice I'm in this shape for the my A blues scale, the first 4 notes, and my hand goes right to it, and I have all those options. All right, here we go. I'm just going to mix and match. Again, I like that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a simple I'll call it an Oscar Peterson lick because you hear him do this, and lots of other pianists do it all the time as well. But it's a really simple but amazing sounding lick. I mean, it's so simple. We're going to go take a C major scale, and whatever major scale you're on, you go up to the 4th note, okay? And we play the root of the major scale on top. So you have F, C, okay? That's the first thing, is you play those together. And all you do is go down a whole step from your F, and now you have E flat, which is the minor third of the scale. Minor third meaning your flat third, okay? Because you take the major third of C major scale and you flat it. So now you have this, and all you do is 2, 5 are your finger numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to your thumb. That's all we're going to do now, is spend a little time playing that one idea, okay? So here we go. And get used to playing this as a cool little Oscar Peterson-ish lick. Here we go. And then let some space go by. 2, 3, 4. Now, let's say that we had this lick and we want to practice getting to this idea, but now all we're going to do is mix and match our other ideas and occasionally play that lick. Okay, so let me just do the first example. So we had boom da ba da 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 boom da 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 da, maybe again, right? Boom da 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 boom da 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 da, maybe the scale. Beep ba 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 da da boom ba da da boom ba da da boom again. Ba da 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 boom da 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 beep ba do da 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 boom da 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 da. All kinds of things you can do. Beep ba do da 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 da. Okay, now I'm going to do the first 4 notes of the A blues scale. Da 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 da. Maybe scale only. 3 and 4. Here's the Dwight lick, the second lick. Well, now I'm going to go over the shapes one more time. Really important, right? So here's our first 5 notes of the blues scale. I love it when people actually use these as finger exercises for the day, right? You can get a lot done by just going over these patterns and getting used to these shapes and playing in multiple keys. Automatic pilot, right? So here we go. I know that I can play that shape, and I have my hands in that shape. Here's the second shape, right? First 4 notes of the blues scale. I want to make sure you're in that shape, so I can just go to the keyboard and all those notes are going to work. The third shape we did for today is G, B flat, C, and E flat, right? And I can go right to the keys and know that I can play those ideas. The other thing that we practiced was learning the blues scale, right? So I can play this all the way down the keyboard because I practiced it, right? I played the blues scale thousands of times. And you can do it too. You just have to focus in on practicing and connecting. All right, so here we go. We're going to, in just a minute, I'm going to add the left-hand voicings, and then we'll call it a day. I wish somebody would say hello in the chat, just so I know that you guys are alive as well. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here's my first 4 notes of the A blues. Look at them in the shape already. All right, here we're gonna go do the first idea. Here we go, 2 and 3 and 4. Scale. That's just pentatonic scale, which we talked about for a minute. But remember that repetition is your friend, right? Here we go. All right, now here's where it gets really fun. And let me say this: if you're an experienced jazz pianist or an intermediate piano player, jazz piano player, I would love for you to transpose this into all keys, because you can do it. The main thing is, in order to learn about transposition, you need to know your major scales first, and then you need to know the patterns and the formulas of how we build chords and scales. And it's very simple, but it takes a little bit of practice. Just like we did, we said, okay, a major scale, we had C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and now we have numbers. We're thinking in terms of numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then in my left hand, I'm going to do what's called comping chords. Okay. I'm going to make them. We're going to make them really simple. And professional jazz pianists, they don't play. They can play 2-note voicings or chords in your left hand, or 3 notes or 4-note voicings in your left hand. But a lot of time you'll hear them playing 2 notes in the left hand as well, right? So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a pro. These are perfect chords for one, simplicity, and understanding theory, which is like. Well, I guess I need to do a whole video on theory. But let's just talk about how to build these simple chords. I'm going to say something about these 2-note chords. They're called guide tones, and what that means is they're notes that tell you about the chord, and then it goes to a shape that's very close to it. And it just makes a nice smooth transition. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to build these what are called guide tones, which I'll tell you more about later. But what you're going to do is use the 3rd note of a C major scale, and you're going to go up to the 7th note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're going to play 3 and flat the 7th note of the scale. It means lower by a half step. And so on the C chord, you're going to play those 2 notes. And then when you go to the F chord, you have to know about an F scale. So an F scale is F, G, A, has a B flat in it. And this is where you learn about scales and why they're important, because then you have to think, okay, F major has a B flat in it. And then I have to think about my numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why this is important. So my chords for this blues, I have to know a C scale, an F scale, and a G scale, which we'll do more about in a different video. But your notes are E and B flat, and I like the fingering 4, 1, 2. On the F chord, I'm going to use E flat and A. And on my G chord, I have to know about a G major scale, which has 1 sharp. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flat the 7th note of a G scale, lower it by a half step, and my 3rd note, 1, 2, 3 of a G scale. So right now, all you have to learn is, for the C chord, you're going to use E and B flat. for the F chord, you can use E flat and A. And notice they're right next to each other. And for the G chord, you're going to use F and B. And this actually has more chords in it. This is more of a jazz track. And I may play a few of those extra chords, but the main thing, I'm just going to stick with the simple ones. F. All right, here we go. Scale coming down. F chord, C, G. All right, here's the first example against the C chord. Here we go. This is kind of hard for a beginner. Scale down, here we go. All right, here's the first idea. The second idea, here we go. House scale. Now I'm just going to do that shape at the top. Here we go. Four or 1, 2. How about this idea? Alright, that's enough for today. Go back and watch that video again. Thank you for if you're watching the replay on this. And remember that my main channel is iMusic Academy, but I want this channel to get to 1,000. That way I can start at least monetizing it. And I will keep uploading videos and do some long extended play-alongs and actually some trio play-alongs. I will upload I think a 55-minute blues in C with no piano. I think that'll be helpful for you guys. Definitely follow this channel. Say hello. You can send me an email actually at learnjazznow@gmail.com. But the goal is to get this channel going again. And I'm going to do lots of different instruments, and I would love to take your requests. If you have any questions on improv or an instrument and you want to learn how to do something, just email me. And then you can also email me at bob@imusicacademy.com. I have tons of blues, jazz courses, all that kind of thing. So, all right, guys, we'll talk soon.